Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So on the Bitcoin chart, we want to take a look at the daily chart again. The idea is still that this is a fourth wave swing low that formed here on the 5th of August. The wave 4 could still be unfolding. That would be the yellow variation of this wave count. It's pretty much the same wave count. It's just that in the yellow scenario, subwave structure, the wave 4 could still be unfolding. And we're now at a point where it could easily fail. Quick reminder, we need 5 waves here as highlighted in circle wave 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close to or even to the 70k level for an indication, for a confirmation rather, that really wave 4 bottomed on the 5th of August. If the price can't even get in 5 waves to 69, 70k to the top of the range here, there is no confirmation that really this wave 4 bottomed. I think things are looking good, but there is, as I said, at the moment no confirmation we've bottomed. We work on this as a thesis, and that gives us the relevant, support and resistance levels also on the smaller time frame. But at the moment, it is still quite risky, and one more low is still very likely. But as my working wave count, I'm following the white scenario in which the wave 4 could have bottomed here on Monday, last Monday that was, and we're now working on this circle wave 1. As soon as that's completed, we can watch for a pullback, which would be circle wave 2, and it would be a higher low, before we then rally in wave 3, get a wave 4 pullback, and rally in wave 5 to 90 to 100k, which could lead to the top of the bull market. Yes, further bullish scenarios are possible, but as I said, this pullback was too deep to remain strongly committed to the previous scenario, which was never invalidated, but out of caution, I sort of, let's say, reduced bull market expectations a bit. Very happy to bring the previous scenario back, but in my opinion, the price needs to prove itself first again, and it can do that by forming that 1-2 setup and then by breaking out. That is when I will put the previous scenario back on the chart. It was more bullish and it allowed for just another 4-5 pattern after that larger wave 5 high, which could then take us to 125 to 140k. But I feel it's a bit too early for that. Let's first see if after this mini crash, Bitcoin can really form a substantial recovery. Price action is very choppy from the lows. It's not looking too bad. Bear in mind, I think it's today. Yeah, today we get some catalysts in the market. So there's some economic data that's coming out, which could lead to some fluctuations. So just be aware that we could see a day of increased volatility. Some people do not try to trade in the space, on days like these, because you can get more unexpected movements and short-term distortions and volatility. Let's go to the smaller time frame. Not too much price action since yesterday's update. The market pretty much just moved sideways. And we've seen here this 5-wave move that I just showed you on the daily chart. That's at least here the roadmap. And as long as we're holding the 56,280 level, the white wave count remains my working wave count. This is this diagonal pattern to the upside I'm tracking. And it's not an impulse. So I'm talking about the move up here in circle wave 1 in 5 waves. This would be a leading diagonal, and we completed waves 1 and 2. The third wave is now unfolding. The third wave minimum target is at 66,880. That's the next question. Can the market get there? That's what we're dealing with right now. And then another 4-5 pattern. Only if I get these 5 waves to nearly 70k, we have a first confirmation that a larger wave 4 really bottomed. We're already tracking it, but it's not confirmed yet. Key support at the moment is 56,280. And then based on the microstructure, it is possible that wave C of 3 is now unfolding. Very, very choppy price action. So wave C would have to be an ending diagonal. So it's, again, it's choppy. And because we're dealing here with an ending diagonal, we just have to be aware that things could change quickly and so on. It's a very fragile structure. Yesterday, we had a couple of trend lines on the chart. It was a good day. There were only, I don't think there were many fake outs. It was just very direct move to the upside after a breakout of the local range, the 48-hour range. But the price then rallied and finds now resistance at the next breakout point, here around 61,550. Internally, based on the internal structure, it is possible that Bitcoin is now working on an internal triangle pattern, which could then lead to a wave 5 to finish off the internal third wave on its way to complete the larger third wave. Micro support is now at 60,320 because it could be dealing with an Elliott Wave triangle. And yeah, I mean, below that level, it's 56,280, which will become relevant again. Doesn't mean we will have to test that level. It just means this is currently a micro support area I have. If there is a sustained break below it, and it needs to be a sustained break, it just becomes more likely that we're going to test the lower support region. But overall, I think today's focus remains on the green breakout line. It is the bull's objective to break above it. At the moment, as long as we're holding above micro support, I'm watching for higher. Even below micro support, I will watch for higher prices, but it would mean that probably a larger drawdown, a larger pullback could happen to possibly even test those previous lows here from the 12th of August. Yeah, 12th of August and 13th of August. And a very choppy price action to the upside, so we're not dealing here with any nice impulses. Yeah, no impulsive price action to the upside. Even here, I mean, maybe this internal C wave of wave 3 is an impulse because we have a small 1-2 setup, third wave, wave 4 triangle, and the fifth wave. And that's why I've added the 50% FIB level as micro support, because typically this is the impulsive support level. And if it breaks the 50% retracement of a third wave, then it indicates that an impulse is failing. So it will indicate that there is going to be a change in the microstructure. But again, it wouldn't be bearish. It would just mean short-term larger pullback likely within still a possible diagonal pattern to the upside as per the white wave count. So pay attention to the trend line to the upside and the micro support to the downside. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.